It's the NFL on EA Sports, and it'll be Foye Oluokun, who just continues to produce as he approaches 80 tackles for the season. It's the Jags and the Rams, and it's coming up next.
We're looking live at a beautiful fly-in to Everbank Field in Jacksonville. But even if you close your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance at a tune-up before they play on into the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around again. And for some, frankly,
For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
that's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play, but a couple of interceptions, he's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Still on his feet. He gets this one to Strange. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. We're going to look now at their injured players, Brock, and with no postseason appearance for them this season, I'm guessing the goal is just to get through this game without adding anyone else to this list.
Well, I know that's how some on the outside think, Kate, but on the inside, that's just not how they're wired. These players cannot be wired that way. They're bummed for all their teammates that aren't there, but for those that get to put on the uniform, those that get to play between the lines, they know this could be the opportunity that sets their future up, their opportunity to make their name in this league.
Still second down.
Offense to the line for second down. Lawrence now off the play action. Rolling out to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Lawrence working from the gun. Able to find Strange here. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by a former first-rounder and Rookie of the Year runner-up in 2021 out of the University of Alabama. It's Mac Jones.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
And he drives this forward to the 26-yard line. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. On second down, a run with Williams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the shotgun, it's Jones. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Jaguars and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. They'll run here on first down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's on the move. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Looking right, and he finds him. Still fighting forward. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Here's Carter on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Jones finds his back, Kyron Williams. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Sent to the ground by Mason Smith. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Cup on the catch. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. On first down, they'll run. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Here's Lawrence to throw. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty makes this 3rd and 2 now. Running it after the penalty. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. The Rams headed out to the field now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man. And you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. Jones now on 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Ethan Evans on down a punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. No return on that punt. And it'll be Jaguars football. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
At the 40-yard line.
They give it to him again. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree, not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Changing things up, they're gonna throw now. We've got a screen to the running back. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tre'Davious White there on the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Evans now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another run for Williams. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Able to find Nakua here. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. He'll get this to Cup. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And they will have to boot it away in a little bit. We've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Jaguars are going to take over from deep in their own side. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lawrence to throw it. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Lawrence throwing here. Setting up the running back screen. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tre'Davious White there on the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Rams will take possession. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. They get 7 on the run, but still 3rd and 13 to go. To throw, here's Jones. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. The Rams are set to punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Jaguars and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Lawrence looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down throw, Lawrence. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree, not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Lawrence. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Lawrence trying again on second. The throw is caught. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to...
Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. Picked up by the Rams.
I'll tell you what, you throw in such a compacted area down here tight in the red zone, these receivers, tight ends, don't always have a chance to get a great grip on the ball before that defender arrives. And that defender arrived with some bad intentions. He closed quick and made a play of the game, knocking it free and forcing the turnover.
Out come the Rams on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Straight ahead with Williams. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Jones. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Woo! I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh my gosh, I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back. It was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. The return begins on their side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this game has really been a great audition for him, Brock, to show off how well he can do as a runner. I think we could argue that his work there has actually been his early calling card in this one so far. And he's across midfield into Rams territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. The Rams showing a nickel look. 3rd down coming up. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. And he's gonna go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Rams 7.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence coming off a pick. He gets this one to Strange. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Jaguars into punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. Fields this at the 19. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree, not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Williams to start the drive. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Eric Armstead there on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Give to Williams from the gun. And that's good for a gain of 5. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. They go play fake with Jones. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That's a reception for Tyler Higbee. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now. Jones looking to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. That's taken in by Cup. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Again, Jones to the air. This one finds Osborne. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
First down, Rams.
Play fake, Jones. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that pass complete to Osborne. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Jones now to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But a Ram found his way to the football first, and they avoid the turnover. Whew.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Where was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium? Najee Harris, over 200 yards on the ground with a couple of touchdowns as well. The Jags were treated to a strong first half from their franchise quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead. With that, the 2 squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Huer.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. Good-looking return here, and he's got room. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Rams ready to get things started on offense to begin the 3rd. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, here's Jones. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. Pressure comes, Jones. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They've got a man in motion. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He'll cobble together a yard there. That tackle made by Kobe Turner. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Lawrence working from the gun. It's caught. This is Gabe Davis. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Number 20, the ball carrier.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the well again. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Pickup of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Lawrence throwing here. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. Throw complete to Williams. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Darnell Savage brings that to an end. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
5 yards to go.
Here's Jones to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 1st down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. They'll run here following the penalty. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give them 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
Putting the tight end in motion. Jones on 1st down. His pass caught by Nakua. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down and 10.
A handoff to Williams. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They go play action on first. He's going to push one deep down the... And oh, he got it! Interception! Darnell Savage with a pick.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Motioning the tight end now. They'll run here on first down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Another carry for him. And they had that one contained right at the line. Tre'Davious White there on the stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Back-to-back carries here. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Automatic first down.
They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. First down throw, Lawrence. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Right up the gut. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Chased out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree, not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. Tre'Davious White on the coverage.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. Their offense ready to take the field now. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jones. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here's Jones. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
They give it to him again. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Lawrence looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And they send a man in motion. 3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Quick slant here to Kirk. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Completed to his running back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Running back again, the ball carrier. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for 1 final quarter. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's a gain
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now it's Lawrence. This throw is caught. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars now lead by 10. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can, and certainly was, effective.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars drive their lead to 11. On now is Cook to kick this away. Dortch now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense running back out now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Able to find Nakua here. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Second and 6 coming up here. Jones. It's taken in by Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Jaguars football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. This one falls incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Lawrence to throw it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Lawrence throwing here. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 48. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
This one's to Kirk out left side. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree, not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 31. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's tackled for a short gain. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. 3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And the struggles from the last play carry into this one. This also just gets back to the line. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's on the move. Oh, he's gonna run for it. Oh, he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body in a prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
Their offense returning to the field for another possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 5-yard line.
Now Jones. Throwing the out route complete.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Jones now on 3rd down. Flush. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, in a situation like that, I mean, this is perfect situational football. Offensively, just get out of your own end zone. But those defenses, they can just smell it. It's like they taste it, and they know you've got your back against the wall. They're aggressive. They take the ball away. That is a win-win for this defense.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. If only every drive could start like this, right, partner? 1st and goal to begin this one. Throwing now, following the turnover. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
Now this offense ready to head back out. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He has been sacked over and over and over here, and this time cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right. And I think were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over
there
and
you
over.
Go. Let's go.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Automatic first down.
1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. They bring the tight end in motion. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. Uh-oh, he's in trouble, and the Rams bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams' 48-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He sends this one to the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it sets up 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He finds space into the red zone. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree, not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash.
A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Shudak is good. And that'll give them a 16-point advantage.
Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the 4th, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Back out runs their offense. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. He gets this one to Nakua. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
From the 39. His pass caught by Nakua. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
number 17.
1st down throw by Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
Again, Jones to the air. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find a home there. Puka Nakua the target on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Jones. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. This one intended for the running back. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Here's Jones to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars getting closer to their 10th win of the season. Back to the well again. And he works this to the 38 before going down. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man. And you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Back-to-back carries here. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They send him left out of the slot. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal gain, down to about the 36. So now a timeout for a player who's shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree, not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. They'll run it here on third down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on fourth down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
The kick by Shudak is good. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it, with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Now outruns their offense to take over. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. On first down, it's Jones to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Sheds off a rusher. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They send the tight end in motion. On third and long, it's Jones. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Completed over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. And absolutely no chance of getting the yards he needed. He's brought down well short, and they're going to turn it over on downs. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.